Okay, let's see. I think we are live. So, this is my first time back for a few months on Intuitive You. So, I want to welcome everyone and also let you know that we're going to be adding the Intuitive Child as well. So, the Intuitive Child is for kids, obviously. So, I'm starting to teach in the school systems and also just around the world online. So, if you're interested in that, you can go to www.theintuitivechild.co. But what I'm here to talk to you about today is your intuition and why it's so important to follow it. And in doing so, you can create a life you love, live a life you love. And for those of you that want to monetize your gifts and create a business you love, we're also going to talk to you about that. And when I say we, it's my best friend and one of my business partners, Alyssa Williamson, who is not live with us today, but you can visit us on our site, theintuitivesuccessclub.com, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So, this morning's topic, or afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, is for you to tune into your heart and to feel with your heart because your heart is the gateway to your intuition. And I know maybe this is just common knowledge for some people, but really to put it into practice. I was talking with Dan as we were driving down to the park yesterday about how the dimensions of life, there's very different frequencies, right? So there's 3D, which is just the physical reality, like you can see the picture behind me, which is 3D, just physical. Now, when you go a couple levels above that, it's 5D. And 5D is heart centered. So when you start to see through your heart, everything in life actually becomes beautiful because you're seeing from the foundation of love. You're seeing through the eyes of love. And beyond that, you can just go higher and higher into infinite spirit, pure unconditional love, universe, life force, whatever you want to call it. So, I'd love to give you an experience because to me, experience is the absolute best teacher. I can tell you all day and all night concepts, but until you actually live it, it doesn't become reality. So let's make it your reality now if you would like to. So I invite you to get in a safe, quiet place where you can just close your eyes and taking a few deep breaths, allowing your eyes to move down into the center of your heart. So you're starting to peer from your heart. And just notice what you start to feel. So you can start to feel the energy around you, the people, maybe even the plants, and just noticing the frequency, noticing if it feels good, and noticing if it feels bad. What's your experience of just feeling the energy with your heart? Noticing that your eyes are closed. So you're sensing beyond the physical and diving straight into the heart of the matter. So, this can be used for making business decisions, personal decisions. You want to get a feel for something. You want to allow your intuition to guide you. And that first step is walking through the gateway of your heart, feeling, sensing. Now, the next step is dropping into the truth. So, from your heart, you're going to bring your awareness. You can either imagine a spiral of light going all the way down to your center point or walking down golden stairs all the way down to your center point, a couple inches below your belly button, which is your gut feeling, that intuitive knowing of truth. And taking a few deep breaths to feel that truth within you, breathing in and out, and noticing the peaceful calm. Now, when you feel ready, you can start to blink open your physical eyes and start to notice now that you've aligned and centered into your intuition, you can actually see through your physical eyes from a perspective of love. Now, what's beautiful about this is imagine your life from a perspective of love. So, in the intuitive success coaching process that we teach at theintuitivesuccessclub.com, you can read more about it there. You'll see the basic foundation is unconditional love and non judgment. What this does is it sets your spirit free. It allows you to be all of you, to fully express yourself in the world because you know you're safe to do so, right? And so when we go through the different energy activations, you're able to not only express, but see and have an experience of the knowing of your intuition and then actually manifesting it into form. So I know my mom shared with me when I was a kid, she's like, Abby, everything started as a thought. And once that thought manifests into form, you can actually touch it, right? So the table even was once a thought that manifested into form. Now, the beautiful thing about working with energy is, as above, so below, right? So when you're shifting your energy and you're working with the energies of the universe, it's then able to actually come into your experience. And some of you may know, some of you may not, but in December, my dad actually moved to the other side. So he transitioned into a higher level of light. And even though I haven't been able to physically give him a hug for a very long time, I'm able to connect with his energy. So much so that on Friday at the school, I had a friend come up behind me and touch me, and I actually thought it was his hand. So, what starts to happen is the frequencies become so subtle and so pure that you can experience the essence of the energy. Now, this is true for relationships, for business, for health, for everything, because the essence of the energy is actually what you're going for. You want to feel good, you want to enjoy your life. And the beautiful thing of connecting with your intuition is it puts you in alignment with love, right? And when love is the foundation, then love becomes the manifestation. So that's my wish for you. And we have the Intuitive Success Club to guide you through the process of it, but also be there to support you. And Alyssa knows my private practice is pretty much tapped. I occasionally accept a couple people if I have time to squeeze them in. But we decided we want to create the group experience because we know we can help a lot more people at once and everybody can still get the same result, right? Of whatever their heart's desire is. And if you're wanting to monetize your gifts, think about the business that you might want to create or some gift that you have, something you're really good at. I know Dan is absolutely hilarious, and I keep telling him if you would just do Spanish in a fun way and start your own company, you would totally succeed. But it's those that take action, right? So when you take action on your dream, it comes into form, right? And he's talking about it. So get ready, those of you who may want some Spanish or French tutoring or lesson learning. All right, so let's take a few moments to tune into what your dream is, what your heart's desire is. What is the life that you love now? And what would you like more of, right? So, my sense is probably relationship, right? That's usually one of them, health or career. So, just take a moment to feel, sense, and know in your body what that life is and feel it in all of your senses. What are you hearing? What are you seeing? Are you smelling and tasting? Just noticing. And notice as you feel into it with your heart, it feels really good, right? And so your unconscious mind is also going to gravitate towards what feels good, right? Because it's smart. So when something feels good, we move towards it. When it doesn't, we move away. So notice how your heart's desire is compelling, right? And so your intuition then activates, just like I gave you the steps of connecting, moving into your heart, dropping down into your core, feeling that center point. And then the full embodiment is allowing your body to be that compass that moves you like a magnet in the direction of what it is that you want and then pulls you away from what you don't want. So you can start to trust that even more. You'll literally feel that magnetic pull and you can trust yourself, right? Because you realize that you are the guide, you are connected. That life force energy is constantly flowing through you. And when you do the activations, it actually allows more of that energy to flow unrestricted and free, right? It's just one way that opens that energy really for your soul to shine, right? That essence, that spirit of you. All right, so now that we know and you know deep inside your being what it looks, feels, smells, tastes like to be living your heart's desire, your dream. We're going to say intuition activate. So, what we're going to do is each step towards your heart desire is one more step towards the manifestation of it until one day you find yourself living it. Just take a deep breath into that, knowing that each step you're taking towards it allows the full manifestation of it until one day you find yourself completely living it. So see yourself now living it. And then blink open your eyes in this moment and notice how you are already living at least part of it, if not all of it. And for me, I feel like we're ever expanding, right? So it's like, yes, I'm living it now, and what else can I build upon? And that gives you confidence. Another thing you can do is start an intuitive journal, writing down all the times you followed your intuition and it's worked, what you are manifesting now, how it is working, right? And your shining light. One of our dear friends, Anna, shared something about planting seeds of love. And I just love that, right? If you just imagine you have like a packet of seeds and you're just planting all of these seeds, right? One of my teachers, Sonia Choquette, actually, I opened her book and she said the same thing. I'm like, okay, I get the message. Planting seeds of love. What are you planting? Because whatever you're planting, you're going to be growing, right? And so let that intuition be that nurturing water, right? And the soil beneath that seed that's supporting it, right? It's like knowing, hey, there's sun above me, and I'm also going to need the rain, right? I'm going to need the different seasons, right? To really understand the depth and the beauty of my heart's desire, knowing that the essence is what I'm really going for. So let's just underline that for a moment as you're really fully in this experience of feeling your heart's desire. What does it feel like? What is the essence of it? Do you feel peace, calm, expansion, joy? What is it that you feel? And let's place your hand on your heart to anchor that feeling. And allowing that feeling to continue to expand. Noticing if it has a color that carries the essence of your dream. Knowing and asking that it touches each person that it's meant to. Knowing that you're energetically connecting with love to every person, place, and thing that your soul needs to be connected to. Allowing the infinity of that life force energy of infinite unconditional love to move through you, connecting you to your absolute highest good, and knowing that in essence, you are creating the life that you love. So, taking a few deep breaths, feeling the embodiment of this, knowing that you get to be you. And that as you become more of you and feel comfortable with that life force moving through you, the world gets to experience your love in a greater way. So if you're feeling called to join us in the club, you can go to www.theintuitivesuccessclub.com and you can fill out an intro consultation form so we can get to know you better, tell you a bit about the club. This process has been proven for, I want to say, 20 years now. I started when I was 19. We now have a couple teachers on board, Alyssa Williamson being one of them, and clients around the world. So we're just so grateful to be in this together, to share this work with you, because more than anything, we believe in you. And we know the life force and the intuitive guide within you is your absolute best teacher. So these classes are just a way for you to access that and open to the beautiful gift. All right, everyone, we'll talk to you soon. Intuitive You will continue to go live every Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific. All right, bye.